My spoiled brother said that he and my girlfriend are in love. Now, he's inviting me to their wedding and I told him that he's dead to me. I have been a caretaker for my brother, Justin, since he was 10. I was only 16 when our parents died. I had to take care of the household because my brother was still very little. I did everything for him and I guess I spoiled him a lot. I never dated that much because I was the breadwinner for my brother. That is until I met Melissa. It was almost 10 years ago. We dated for 2 years. One day, I eavesdropped on a conversation she was having with her friend. The gist of that conversation was something like her friend was asking about me. Melissa said that she loves me a lot. She loves that I take care of her in every way, but I am pretty average when it comes to having intimacy. Her friend asked her if she was going to talk to me about it or if she was happy. She told her that her fix was my brother. She went on to explain how she and Justin had been having an affair for 8 months. She thinks it is justified because she thinks Justin is better in bed than I am. You can imagine how painful it was for me. I went inside the house pretending I didn't hear a thing. I confronted Justin about it. He eventually broke down and said it was the truth. He didn't say anything because he didn't want to hurt me. He and Melissa are in love and want to get married, but Melissa won't leave me. I was furious and I wanted to beat the poop out of him, but I just told him he is dead to me and left. I also kicked out Melissa and she stayed with my brother and his roommates. My brother was banging on my door nonstop. I had to move in with a friend and told everyone to not disclose my location to my brothers. His calls and emails were all the same. He was sorry and he never wanted to hurt me and he would break up. I stopped the bank account, something like a trust fund, that I made for him that he can access when he is 25. He was not my brother anymore. Because of what happened, I went into a deep depression. I didn't eat or sleep properly. I would have nightmares of my brother and ex laughing at me that I suck in bed. That if I was good enough she would have never left me. It got so bad that once I stood in front of a train track because it was too unbearable for me. Luckily, my friend saved me. I do not have many friends but they were my rock. I went to therapy and I did group sessions. I focused more on building new relationships with new people. I went to travel and explore more hobbies. I was living for myself. I have been in a relationship with someone for 3 years now. We are engaged and we are having a kid together. 2 days ago, I got an invitation in my mail about a wedding and it was for my brother. He has kept tabs on me from afar and invited me to his wedding with none other than Melissa. Looking at their names doesn't hurt that much now. I just feel numb. If it was 8 years ago, I would have a meltdown. I still feel this pain that I cannot be happy for my brother's big day. My fiancé suggested that we shouldn't go and delete the invite. A few days ago, I got another email from my brother. My brother made a huge butt email. He basically told me he knew I would not come to his wedding but still wanted me there for his big day. He apologized for what he had done and that he would never forgive himself for doing wrong. He knew he shouldn't have slept with Melissa, but he did it anyway. Growing up he had been jealous of me. He was jealous that I was the more capable brother who was just babysitting him. When Melissa approached him, he felt like he had more importance. He knew he was wrong. He wanted to stop. The day I said he was dead to me, he had a panic attack. He tried his best to contact me but my friends refused to give up my location. He was begging them. He and Melissa split up for a while. He was desperate to find me. He hit rock bottom when he heard from a friend of his that I tried to commit unalive. Even his friends judged him harshly after what he had done. His friends saw me as a big brother too. So they all refused to be at his wedding with Melissa. Melissa and he reconciled 2 years ago. She also wanted to meet me and say sorry. From there they rekindled their romance. Lastly, he said he could not go through with the wedding. He called it off and he fought with Melissa and they broke up again. He wants me to be with him on his most important day. He knows I have disowned him, but he is willing to do anything to reconcile, even if it takes him his whole life. That's it. There was a bunch of whining stuff that I ignored. I deleted the email. My therapist said forgiveness isn't something that is forced. It comes from the subconscious level when we know we can forgive that person. And I am certain there is no forgiveness in my heart for that piece of poop.